Some people may have the tendency to fear certain things, when sometimes on the path of going deeper they get to some sort of depth and then may want to go away because it hurts, or it's sort of difficult to look at certain aspects of oneself. I think a strength of a 4 is having the capacity to stay with it, not only within ourselves but with others as well. You know, the capacity to be empathetic with other people's suffering in a deep way, and I think that is common with 4s. Also being sensitive to other people's needs and being intuitive so that is also a strength. Mainly these things, I think, for I think these are the strengths of the 4. And also a deep sense of authenticity. That's very important. It's very important to be truthful to oneself and to really single out the truth in other people. It's quite easy to sort of detect when there is something that's not quite right. So we expect other people to be truthful, and when they're not, we can be quite disappointed. So there is a capacity to single out anything that is not truthful, and I think that is an advantage with being a 4.
I feel like the realm of my creativity is teaching, actually, and I do that in the context of leading groups of people and also working one-on-one, but I particularly enjoy working with groups, and I feel like as a 4, I have a sensitivity about how a group works well together. I can pick up the vibe of how people are doing, how they feel. I feel like I'm good at addressing or giving questions to groups to help them learn from each other. I enjoy kind of thinking in advance about how to get a group to really learn together. And so I feel like the 4 perspective that's sensitive emotionally and that is curious and creative in its approach to learning serves me very well in that regard.
I think my strength as a type 4 is that we really can express ourselves in so many unique and different ways depending on what our hobbies are, what our interests are. We do bring a lot of possibly challenge to our close relationships because they have to deal with the full expanse of our creativity as well as the full expanse of our emotions. But finding uniqueness and beauty in life is such a beautiful part of the 4, and our uniqueness in general is very colorful and expansive.
I'm very aware of, I'm empathetic. I tend to be sensitive to other people's feelings and be very compassionate about what's hurting or where people are struggling and looking for ways to heal. It really markedly strengthens my role as a healer because I'm so aware of what's the problem, and my motivation is all oriented towards healing and mending what's broken in the world and the people.